All right, we are live, and good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Retro Ads Monday. We are about to begin our show. We are going to cue up our introduction,
What up?
and we will. What up?
How you doing? How you doing? Pretty good. Yourself?
Good.
Good.
We're gonna start. Let's get our intro going. Penguin filled in last week. He did a great job and everything.
Perfect. That's perfect. Yeah, he told me. It's like, yeah, you had a good time.
Yep. And here we go. We're gonna start with our intro. Go dark.
All right.
Make 7 of yours. Same to you.
Alrighty.
Whoa. Of course, that was awesome.
Yes, it was. We are getting started. We got the Penguin AZ, Kari, and Captain Ron in the house tonight. They
Oof.
are in the audience. So this week, do you remember McDonald's Supersize? We are gonna discover the whole thing with Supersize. Because McDonald's, like when I just went to McDonald's for a little snack and had a large fry, and it was only $1.29.
Do you remember Supersize the movie? I'm sure you remember that, right?
Yeah, I heard of it.
Yeah, I watched that thing. So Supersize Me is basically like this guy ate nothing but McDonald's for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 30 days. And he had decided I think he lived at, I forget, East Coast somewhere, but they traveled, found himself down in Texas, right? And in Texas, because the rule was he orders it, and if they ask him, would you like it supersized, he has to say yes. Okay. And so anyway, he goes, out of all the places, all the McDonald's I went to in Texas, almost nearly 100% of the time, they always ask, do you want to supersize that? Which doesn't surprise me.
As the Penguin is saying, supersize all the time. Actually have some commercials of the Supersize. So we're going 1988,
okay,
and then we're going to 1994 with the next one. So we're going to show the commercials of the Supersize. McDonald's fries don't as Kari's saying, don't discriminate it.
Don't discriminate.
Yeah, don't discriminate those fries.
Don't disintegrate.
Yeah,
they don't. Yeah, exactly. They don't. Yeah, they don't break down. Yeah, they're basically. They look the same. People, I'm sure you saw those pictures from people had burger and fries years ago.
Big hat, big drink, big kiss, big wings, big fries, big bite, big guy.
That's scary.
Great taste, Supersize makes it my place. Supersizes are back. Larger than life Coca-Cola. Supersize shakes and fries. For limited time, they're as quick as a drive-through.
McDonald's, food, folks, and fun. Well, you know.
Yeah. And
These
they had
like
the supersized
companies.
truck too in the drive-through. If you notice that commercial, they had the supersized truck in there. In there.
Taste of McDonald's.
Damn right.
Big fun.
And that's that commercial. Then now we're going to go to 1994. This is a 1994 version, so 6 years later after 1988.
Hey! Wait! Look at this! It's the Olympic team! The what? See? It's the luge!
Who's that?
They said to make it huge! It's supersized! Wait! Look at this! It's the Olympic team!
Look, it's my brand phone. It's my phone, Dad. It's so big. It's too big to carry, and I don't have a pocket for it.
Telling you, that was the thing back. They had those TVs, portable TVs. Oh man, you thought you were the shit.
Yeah.
I had a color one that was like color one was about like Casio, about like this size. Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah. And look at how much paint this guy has on his shirt. He just gave up and he's like, I'm not painting. You got to get the painting done.
How do you not get paint on the TV?
Olympic team!
You know,
The
they
what?
must have just got
See?
that. They must have
It's
just
the
got that
luge.
thing.
They said to make it huge!
You know, watch it
It's
in about a
supersized.
year.
Now you can
He's gonna
supersize your
paint
McDonald's
on it
extra
all
value
over.
meal with a supersize.
Yeah. Hey, prices are participating may vary. Prices are higher in Alaska and Hawaii. Remember that. Prices are higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
All right.
Meal with a supersize order of our golden fries plus a large Coke for just 39 cents more.
Hey!
luge.
Wait! You're missing the games!
They said to
You
make
know,
it huge.
Littlehammer. No, all I got.
What game am I missing? Is it the Super Bowl I'm missing? What is it? What game are you talking about, sir? Are you talking about March Madness, or are you talking about any other game?
94.
It's like, yeah. It's like, what game is he missing? The Olympics, basketball, anything? You know, it's like, tell us what game. I'm missing game.
What is this big one?
What you want is what you get.
Supersize.
At McDonald's today.
All right. The time machine is ready. We're going to dive into the 1967. We're going 1967.
Dude, way back.
Some commercials from then. Yeah. We're going to see some interesting 60s
You might
stuff.
see some cigarette commercials.
So we're going to see. Yes. We might be seeing those, so be prepared, folks.
Yeah, smooth, Lucky Strike. Or whatever, I forget what
I'm a
it
London girl. I change my looks to suit my mood with Yardley's super new lip polish. I'm a London girl. I change my looks to suit my mood with Yardley's super new lip polish. Slicker. Slicker under my lipstick to soften the color. Slicker over to light up my lips. Slicker alone for moist, natural innocence. Under, over, alone. Get Slicker lip polish by Yardley of London.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, some lip gloss.
So he's like some Austin Powers. And shit. Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
These
Oh,
warm,
yeah.
fall-in-love evenings,
Wow,
surround
that is-
yourself with a scent of
Never
romance
seen that before,
from
but
top
that's
to
crazy.
toes with Eau de London Splasher.
67.
All-day freshener. Eau de London Splasher. So cool, so tingly. It twinkles you all over with refreshing fragrance. Eau de London Splasher surrounds you with the scent of romance. Eau de London Splasher. All-day freshener by Yardley.
Oh, to London.
Yeah, London.
Come to the land of the
Excellent.
midnight sun,
Man,
the land
these
where
guys,
blonde began.
British had some good commercials. Yeah,
Let Clairol
I
take
like
you
that
there.
Okay, now let's go
Midnight
over
Sun
beach,
White
huh?
Hair Oil is the new gentle shampoo lightener with a cool toner built right in.
Oh, up there in like Norway, whatever it is. Oh, what's this?
With Midnight Sun, you can shampoo in the blonde light with the most magic for you. In just minutes, Midnight Sun can start a glow that he'll want to go on forever. Come to the land where blonde began. Choose from 3 shining shades: frost lights, ice lights, snow lights, Midnight Sun.
Ice lights, not lice lights.
Nice. Dancing in the sand. Nothing like it, man.
Yep, nothing like that.
When we saw he was smooth, he didn't drop her or nothing like that. I mean, well, that we
Nope.
know.
Yeah, we don't know what happened.
That's good. Well, we don't know what happened, but that's good.
The following program is brought to you in living
The
color
Peacock.
on NBC.
Wow. That goes way.
Yeah, look at that. The old NBC design. Not now. Peacock's a service.
I like that, man.
Now
Let
these
bring
days.
that logo back.
Yeah.
It's pretty smooth.
Yep.
The Monkees, brought to you by Kellogg's.
There we go.
Monkeys.
Now,
Not George the monkey.
okay.
We got the monkeys here. They're coming
Oh,
out
doing
and saying
cornflakes?
what up to us. Yep.
Yeah.
And Rice Krispies.
Who knows the Kellogg's Raisin Bran song?
We do.
You start with the grapes under the sun.
I'll be the grape. That's cheating.
Turn them to raisins.
How's that cheating? How's he cheating? The sun is cheating. They're saying the sun is cheating on them.
Oh.
Poor son getting treated like this. Saying he's being cheated on.
One by
right.
one.
It
We
gets taken
sugar
for
the
granted, you know.
raisins made from the grapes. Mix them with bran, the crisp golden flakes. Kellogg's Raisin Bran. The raisiniest bran under the sun.
I wanted to be the sun anyway. I wanted to be the sun anyway.
As
Yep.
Kari's pointing out in the chat, the
Some
Monkees
good
formed in
Monkees knowledge right
1956
there.
as- yep. The American answer to the Beatles. And they wanted.
Makes big
Of course,
eyes.
everybody
Heartbreaker.
always
First all-in-one eye
thinks of
compact.
Last Train to Clarksville. That is a very good song, but I like a lot of their other ones.
By Yardley. No bigger than your thumb. There's a mirror, an highlighter cream to highlight eyes. Then English eyeliner to define eyes. Beautifully. Finally, size shadow. Misty color to make eyes grow. Heartbreaker. It's little, but it makes big eyes. Heartbreaker. All-in-one eye compact by Yardley.
Some eyeliner and everything. We're getting all the makeup products of the 60s. We're getting heavy makeup products. Just to impress the man, it seems like back then the ladies are trying to impress the men back then in 67.
I know.
Some people say Paris. But when you're young and in love, there's no place like London. It's a kiss in the mist. Arms full of flowers. It's the fragrance of Eau de London, now in Love Bubbles. Yardley's perfume foam bath that bubbles you tender and happy and scented for hours. Eau de London Love Bubbles and a whole Fall in Love bath collection by Yardley.
Get ready for Kellogg's
Out
cornflakes.
to London.
The famous tall-up
I gotta
cereal.
smell this.
With a
Yeah,
faithful
these-
tall-up demonstration, start with a bowl full of these golden flakes of corn. Little sugar.
Dude, you got your
That's right.
cereal
Not the
open
yard
backwards,
birds.
sir. He's got the backwards.
Are we in
Yeah,
London
cereal
on
box.
these commercials?
I don't know that. No, because we had NBC, so we
Pretty cool.
had.
Oh, okay. I love it.
Oh, it's mostly like, oh, yeah, the guy had his cornflake box upside down. Did you notice he had it open on this? Here, let's say this is our cornflake box. He had it open on this side.
Draw it out, man. Draw it out. We gotta know. Yeah, boom. First he comes in like this. Tough acting to acting. And then he gets like a commercial in there.
Yeah, we gotta find our.
He comes in sideways like this. And then yeah, he'll be tough. And ow, watch as he comes under. I can't do his accent very well.
Yeah, I'm trying to find a marker so we can do the drawing, but so far no luck. First, we got to get this. We're going to show you. This is his box of cereal. We got his box of cereal right here. It shows you. It's like right here's the opening section of the main box of cereal. But the guy decided, oh, let's put it upside down and let the cereal, and then on his bowl, there's all his cornflakes. Let's say his cornflakes, and boom, cornflakes are in the bowl. But now what we wonder is, where's his milk? Is milk going to come in next? Or is he going to just skip the milk and just eat the cornflakes? Boom!
Boom! You did it. Oh, man. You get dialed in, man. That's all it is.
Prepare to take your place among the giants. Tall with the tall taste of Kellogg's Golden Flakes. Wait a minute, this ain't the way we rehearsed it. No wonder I had...
Whoa, look how tiny he is. Look at how tiny he is to the piano. He's at a tiny table, but his piano's too big for him. That's crazy. That is so crazy.
That's awesome.
How was he able to play the piano in that?
No wonder I had it upside down. And the
I had it upside down.
Let's go back to our drawing. The man decided he finally figured it out. Here's our box of cereal again. He finally
See, I can do this guy's voice because my voice is just as gravelly as his.
Yeah, now he's decided to. He's like, oh, I just realized I screwed up. Now he's gonna go like, oh, I'm gonna open this then. So now we're gonna wonder what's gonna happen. Do we think the cornflakes are gonna fall out of here? Probably. Boom. So we'll see what happens.
Beautiful.
And the tall-up was working the wrong way. Yeah. All American, tall American, come on.
He's growing. He's growing.
Yes. That's all you got to do.
Yes.
Yeah, just pour my. And I tell my wife, it's like, why do you open the wrong end of the stupid box? You know, why even get the box in the first place? Just go ahead and get the bag cereal at this point. It's like, yeah, well, me too. I grow in different areas there. Man.
One of these days I'll get
like, why even get the box if you're going to open it up wrong?
One of these days he's going to bang his head on the roof and break the roof. Because look how tall he is. He's about to break the roof of his house. Boom.
Oh, the Monkees.
Peter has a lean and hungry look.
Yes, and I'm afraid he's sinking fast.
He's sick. We gotta help him. He's sinking out of his chair. What do we do?
Immediately. Bowl.
Sugar.
Milk.
90 cc's of Kellogg's Rice Krispies.
Where am I? Where am I? Oh no, am I in the hospital? Where am I? I think I am in the hospital. I don't know. Oh no.
I think the patient's responding to the Rice Krispies, Doctor. Congratulations, sir. A brilliant use of snap, crackle, and pop with enough Rice Krispies.
Look at the doctor. He's eating. He's eating 2 big spoonfuls. He's eating 2 big spoonfuls.
And Pop, with enough Rice Krispies, will he be able to play the bass again?
Yes.
That's kind of weird. He never could before.
Yes, yes, he can. He can still play the bass, man. It's so cool.
That's weird because he couldn't do it before.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up.
That's how. Yeah, that's how they see it.
The Monkees, brought to you by Kellogg's. K-double-L-O double good. Kellogg's best to you.
Here we come.
Man, back in the day, that's how it was.
Monkees.
Yeah, it was part of like the commercial was part of the show. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like
I
they
gotta
would
find
like
a
take.
good one we gotta watch.
You know, that's how they knew they were going to get paid. As long as you keep like throwing it in there, like wow.
Yeah.
All right, what else? What else you
I'm gonna
got?
find a good ad. Let me find a good TV ad of Peter Pan. I'm gonna do a Peter Pan TV ad on live TV.
See, that's the thing about
And I'm gonna try to find
Steven
it, so-
Luker. I gotta say, like, it's like you'll do. I like the way you'll do it like this. Like you do your own grouping. You don't have to worry about like what's out there. Like let's do 1967. Boom, and it could be like whatever. And it's like it works, dude.
Yeah. Let's take a little break from the 67 ad. I'm going to show you some Peter Pan peanut butter commercial. This is a retro commercial that is funny. As this
Peter Pan peanut butter.
There was a blooper of the Peter Pan peanut butter. When this guy did it, the knife dropped out of the bottom of the peanut butter.
Peter Pan is a great daytime, playtime snack and marvelous for lunches. But you see, Peter Pan has made such a wonderful way now that it's good as gold even as a bedtime is a great daytime, playtime snack and marvelous for lunches. But you see, Peter Pan has made such a wonderful way now that it's good as gold even as a bedtime snack. Now that's because Peter Pan protein is so very digestible as well as being nourishing. It's good as gold for growing youngsters any time at all. And you know, Peter Pan is made to stay good as gold, fresh and moist, any time at all, from the first big swoop off the top of the jar right down to the last...
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Here, let's roll you this Peter Pan peanut butter on our whiteboard and say, boom, rim shot. Yeah, there's a rim shot. So here's our Peter Pan jar. This is his peanut butter, his knife. Let's say this is his knife. It goes, whoop, boom, onto the floor. And peanut butter's everywhere. Oh, no, now we got to get the ants ready. The ants are coming in. The ants are coming in. Boom.
Well, the only explanation to that, it was a glass jar.
Yes.
So, and if you scrape it enough, and then you decide to just like plop all in there, man.
Yep.
Yeah, it does have peanut butter, protein, shit.
So
Good
for
for that.
happy young faces,
Vitamin
at all
B6,
times,
I think.
make sure you've got Peter Pan
Kari's
peanut
gonna
butter
help
on
us.
hand at bedtimes, all times.
Let's break it off the can.
And fiber.
Yes,
A little bit of fiber.
Yeah.
Fibre.
All times. Or do you? I really go after that.
Who can name who this person is? Who do you think this?
Oh, I'm terrible at these guys. No, I couldn't do it.
This is a game show, so
Metamucil.
let me see if it will pop up and give us a name.
Oh man, like
It's
not coming to me.
Let me get. Yeah, I'm seeing if the description gives us who it is on YouTube. If it will load. Come on. There we go. No,
Wink
stop,
Martindale.
stop. I said go.
Wink Martindale. I was just taking a shot in the dark. Or what's
like
this?
we'll
What's the show?
Here.
What is the show? I'm not even sure.
Here, I'm gonna look this up. Peter Pan, peanut butter, blooper person. Let's see. Say when. Let me see. I'm using my phone to do some research. So say when 1964. So this is 1964. This commercial is.
All right.
So 1964 Say When was hosted by Art James. What up to Art James?
Yeah, that doesn't ring a bell. Not Rick James.
He's no longer with us. Yeah, not Rick James,
not Jesse James.
Nope. So that's
not James Madison.
Peanut butter when I go. Well, listen, I must have weakened it through the 2 or 3 run-throughs of the commercial we had before. It's great peanut butter. The jar is something else.
I weakened this whole thing.
That's my only explanation. I weakened it.
Yeah, I weakened it with the fact room.
Because everything was like, glass back. There was no plastic.
Buy some Peter Pan peanut butter, will you?
Maybe Tupperware was out, but it wasn't like. I'm trying to.
So that was our little blooper reel today. We will showcase a blooper, the little cool blooper commercial, as we will keep diving back to our 67 commercial. We're gonna see where else. We're going back to where we were. So let me find the correct one we were on, because YouTube is. The recognition will hopefully be the right one this is. We're going to go back to 1967. Let's see if we get this correct. Let me make sure. This should pick back up from where we left off. And we'll go. Nope, this is a completely different one, it seems. So that's not the right one. Where is my tab that has all 7? I got to figure out which one it was we were doing, because this thing is so unorganized.
What are you doing, boy?
There we go. Let's see. I think it was It's got to be something that gave us the peacock and all of that. So I'm trying to figure that out.
There's always something.
I'm looking at the beer snake. Which one it was.
Dude, I'm looking at the beer snake at the XFL game. It's incredible. It's incredible. It goes up the whole damn length of the stands, right, almost right down the middle of the goalpost. You'll see it tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
it's always good a headline.
DC is holding on to a lead. They're the only undefeated team against the Houston Roughnecks. So,
wow.
Yeah, they're up 14.
This is it. This is the correct commercial set. I'm looking at the timestamps on my end, and it's
10 minutes left in the game, and they're up by 14 to the Roughnecks.
Let's see if I can find the right where we were. No, this doesn't make any sense. Why is this not making sense?
So while you're here,
all right,
who you got left in the tournament? Who you got left? Who's going to win it all?
I don't know. My whole bracket's busted.
I know, but like if the gun to your head, you had to pick one of these teams.
I'm thinking San Diego State could at all because they made a big change.
I didn't mean
That's
to
my
beat gun to
kind of
your head, but you know what I'm saying. If you had to pick somebody.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not
I'm thinking
promoting
San Diego
violence.
State
I'm
will win.
sorry. God.
I'm trying to figure out where we're at.
Play action real threaten Stephen Luker more at 10.
Yeah. Find out more at 10. Yeah, we got some crazy stuff right here. There's going to be 2 1967 Super Bowl I commercials.
Sweet.
So
what? How did you get this? This is
found. I just searched 67 ads and this pops up. So there's 2 1967 Super Bowl I commercials.
Boom.
So back when it was. This is the little thing they found.
That was big. Tank.
Yep. Or Gatorade.
Oh, I used to get. That was my Gatorade back in the day. When I was a little kid. Finally, as a young, like a tween to a teenager, I got Gatorade. Wow.
And that was the one only Super Bowl commercial from 67.
Yeah, that's cool.
That was.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
what the
we got lucky.
astronauts. They drink that.
Now, that's weird.
Not
I'm gonna move
Pootie Tang.
away. Yeah, not that. We're gonna try to dive. We're gonna go through 48 different commercials ranging from 1985 to 1989. So we're gonna push forward because our time machine has enough fuel to get us to that time period.
Exactly.
So here we go, 1985
The flux
to 89.
capacitor is definitely doing well.
The Duracell batteries we make now live longer than the ones from a few years back. Duracell batteries we make now live longer than the ones from a few years back. Today's Duracell lasts up to 30% longer.
Dude, I remember. I love that commercial. It was great.
Duracell battery.
I love
Now we're
that
getting into
commercial.
some
I
more-
remember it. Such a good one. Man, I was like, where do I find those damn little cowboy robots, bro? Like,
Yeah, where do you find those?
Nah, it ain't happening.
Attenzione! Give your hamburger an Italian accent with new Chef Boyardee Hamburger Italiano.
Vamos, Ramos.
Delizioso.
I know. Hamburger Italiano.
The Mario and the Luigi. Look at the rescue princess for 4,000 rescue skips kidnapped Mario.
You can
I
do
know
it.
Luigi.
Steven Luca, you know, huh? Hey, Steven Luca is always on the ones and the twos. He knows what he's saying. You listen to him, this guy.
Dinners
Huh?
from Chef Boyardee you make with hamburger. See? With hamburger. See? Pasta and Italian
Oh, my
style
God.
sauce simmered to bring out the Italian in me.
New Chef Boyardee.
Oh, no. I'll never eat that.
Italian accent.
Lasagna, spaghetti, all your favorites. Mangia,
Unless, like,
Chef Boyardee
I'm in a
Hamburger
bunker.
Italiano.
Yeah.
Bob
Bartram, are you
Unless I like, that's all there is. And I'm in a bunker. I'm like, that's fine just to stay alive, but I'll never buy that crap. Hamburger Helper.
Yeah.
When I was single,
Yeah.
I get it. There was some of them were good, but I couldn't. I still hated them. They still taste like junk. Rather just have
Yeah, now we're getting to the
hamburgers
point-
on my own way.
Yeah.
Nutritious cornflakes.
I'd bet the house on it.
Well, my health is gone now. Now I gotta live back with my parents. The guy decided to just he bet all his house and look at all the damage he's got. Boom.
Amanda Pittman, are you sure you're eating the best tasting corn?
That's right. Here's
Yo,
some
it's
hamburger helper.
Got Amanda Pittman coming in. She's coming in to say what up to us.
Oh, no.
Let's see if Amanda Pittman is still alive with us. This is a different.
I'd bet the family jewels.
You may.
Oh, and it's sprinkled by some kind of mysterious recipe from that jewelry away. Yikes!
Yeah, I do remember this commercial.
You may not know it, but now there's a cornflake from Total. Total cornflakes have twice the vitamin and mineral nutrition of Kellogg's, and they taste better too. So before you bet on your cornflakes,
it's a grower,
remember,
not a shower.
The best cornflake.
Yeah.
Well, this is Total Raisin Bran. It has 4 times the vitamin nutrition of your Raisin Bran.
4 times?
And it tastes better than you.
Total Raisin Bran. Back then, where there was competitors that General Mills and
because it sucks. Yeah, I was down with clusters, yo. Back in those days. Give me some old clusters. Or Cinnamon Toast Crunch. What up, Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Yep.
Great! Now, what's the question?
Well, can you think of one reason why you wouldn't buy Total Raisin Bran?
Total.
It's too expensive. That's why I don't buy it. It's too expensive. Too expensive.
Oh, go. Why won't it go?
And that happened. And belches included.
Yeah. Whoops. Go, 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 video.
4 times the nutrition? I think I should buy Total Raisin Bran. What do you think?
I think you've made a wise decision.
You made the wise decision, lady. Now
Total.
I will leave your house. And then you gotta tell your neighbors about the total stuff. Or I will come back and take your house away, ma'am. Got
Children believe what their parents tell them.
You're pathetic.
You're pathetic.
Hey,
Good for nothing. Douchebag. No good. Lazy.
Shut up. You can't be my kid.
Wow. That's a great. Hey, man.
He's stupid. Don't you know how
What
to
the?
We're getting lip service here. We got some lip service going on here. Like, yes.
You're never going to amount to anything.
Why don't you go find some other place to live?
Words hit as hard as a fist. Stop and listen to what you're saying.
Wish the
you might not
worst
believe
on
your ears.
you.
I wish you were never born.
Take
time out. Don't take it out on your kids.
I hope all the bad things happen to you and you alone. It's like,
this is a commercial brought to you by the National Committee for Prevention of Child Abuse.
I don't know. That ain't right. You
Yeah.
gotta uplift it.
Don't take it out on your kid.
It's okay,
Hello,
man.
I'm Susan Sullivan for the National Hospice Organization.
Hello.
Hospice is a supportive program of care for terminally ill people
Oh,
and
yeah,
their
you know it.
I'll take
Yeah.
care of you. Yeah.
Hey, don't put me in hospice, bro. Like, you just go ahead and whack me out. All right.
terminally ill
I give
people
you
and their
permission.
families.
Stephen Luker,
Hospice
on
affirms
this
life,
day,
enabling people with a
he gets
terminal illness
permission
to
to
be
whack
cared
me out if I go to hospice. Sorry. So, like, no, it'll be, I'll be like all in hospice, all like chilling, all of a sudden, out of the blue, like Stephen Luker's like, no, listen, We pull him.
Nope. Boop. That's Susan Sullivan. Let's see if Miss Susan Sullivan is still alive. And
of course,
the verdict is she is, and she's 80 years old.
Oh wow, absolutely.
And
Bless
this is
your
her
heart.
now. That's her now. Compare that to this commercial.
Yeah, she's aged like a fine wine. Bless her heart.
And she's still acting.
I'm sure.
Or at home. Home with love.
There's
and
always
with dignity.
roles for anybody.
Hospice, a coordinated program for
Luker, you should go into acting. They need you.
Yeah.
Like, I could have. I'm more of a music guy if I wanted to get into that, but like, yeah, there's always something. There's always an art for somebody.
Yep.
Well, actually, this is your art. So look at it this way: you are a podcast affection. You got the facts, the data.
Yeah.
So you are definitely a prodigy when it comes to some of this podcast, like operations and of course like running pot. Look what you do, man.
Yeah. I'm looking up this area code of Scott County. So we're gonna try calling each one of these to see what happens. We're gonna try each area code.
Excellent.
So it's not the 563. Not that number. So it's not that one. So let's see what the next one is it. Nope.
Dial again.
Because it didn't give us an area code, so we gotta have to guess the area code of these numbers.
That's nothing.
So
Huh.
Here we go, last one. Oh. We're not gonna finish that dial. I'm not risking that on air. We're not risking that because that could potentially be someone's phone number. That's
It
the
could be,
one
yeah.
thing. We just didn't want to continue it.
Hello?
We're like, sorry, we're trying to call the hospital.
Yeah, you're live on a podcast. Like, say what? You're live on retro ads as we speak.
Yeah, I need to get a soundboard so if we do call the numbers and we get kind of those kinds of numbers that someone picks up, we need to do that. I have I put up together an Amazon wish list for all this stuff for like this show so we can get something together and go realistic on it.
Ill patients and their families. Funding and volunteers are essential to hospice. You can help by calling 326-6808.
Murphy Brown's team backs her all the way.
I'm not lying like I did last week when I said you look good in those glasses.
Start the new year with laughs.
We're on our way!
Then, those designing women size up the competition.
We're on our way to somewhere, I don't know where, but we're on our way.
Size up the competition.
Every inch of that woman's body had been whittled,
My
cut,
mother
lifted,
used to
pinned,
watch
implanted, or
all
stuffed.
those
She
shows.
had enough plastic in her for a Tupperware party.
Monday.
On CBS.
There have got to be a million single women in LA.
Yeah, CBS is for old
Norman
people.
has to pick this one.
Unless it's for football.
I'm not jealous. It just makes everything more complicated. You know, after all these years, there's still the kids. And Norman, who makes me crazy.
Almost Grown. It's about the way we were and the way we are. Monday.
Almost grown, not growing pains, not any of the other growing.
I don't want to watch it.
These are good commercials from the time period.
Chocolate lovers, watch out for new Choco Bliss.
Oh, what a sweet
Oh no.
Oh, it's just what you do to me.
Oh, I need it, yo.
Choco Blues.
Yes.
Let's see if those things are still around.
Yeah. Man, I don't remember this crap.
Yeah.
But I need it. I gotta have it though. Did I miss this? Was this like a short-lived bliss thing?
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, right. Maybe it wasn't in my market.
Choco.
Not
Bliss.
Choco Taco.
Nope, not that. The hair was so high on designing women.
Yeah, it was. And then Murphy Brown, son. How about that?
Well, there's a recipe to make your own because it was made by Hostess. Hostess made this back then.
Choco Taco's legit, Kari.
Yes, they are.
Loves it too much.
Sadly, they're no longer with
And then
us.
they want to try to take my Choco Taco away, son. Me so man, I'm gonna mash up your face. Mash up your face. Bring back some Choco Taco Loco Boco. Bop, bop, bop. I don't like it.
Yeah, but sadly no longer with us. But
I know. I thought there was rumors of them bringing that shit back.
Chocolatey filling, chocolatey icing, so smooth. Choco Bliss, a dream come true.
New Choco Bliss from Hostess. Watch out.
Ahoy, little buddies, it's the skipper and the super station's...
Hi, I'm the skipper here, and I'm going to welcome you to Bio Shit. It's Mr. Alan Hale. Let's see if he's still alive. Let's see. COVID killed a lot of stuff. Yes, it did. Let's see. Alan Hale Jr. Let's see if he's still around.
No, I promise you, he's not.
Nope, sadly in 1990.
Yeah,
What do you think he's for? What show?
I was sorry. I should have just said, hey, don't waste your time.
What do you think he's known for? What
shows?
shows? What shows you think he was in?
Gilligan's Island.
That's one. Anyone else in the chat know?
Was it? Oh. Crap.
And I'm gonna say another hint. Think 50s. Late 50s.
Yeah.
There you go. That's your only hint.
I don't know.
Think. Here's another hint.
He guest starred in Andy Griffith and all that, but
think railroads. Think railroads. 50s. And this is somewhat the show is based on someone from the late 19th centuries.
Right. I can just barely, I don't know. What is it?
But I'm going to give you one more hint. The first letter is a C, and the second letter in this name starts with a J. Do you give up?
Oh, wait. Couldn't. No.
Anyone in the chat? No.
No.
Those are your hints.
No. I don't know. Conjunction. I don't know. What was it?
Anyone in chat know what it is first? Let's see if anyone in the chat knows.
I decided not to cheat. So
all right.
Hands are up.
The answer is Casey Jones.
Casey Jones. Wow.
That's some 50 stuff.
That's some good knowledge. I didn't have that.
And he served in the U.S. the Coast Guard in 1942 and 1945 as a seaman in World War II.
Damn.
So he is a World War II veteran, we would like to say.
Yep.
And he does have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Perfect.
Superstation's got a contest that's so easy, even Gilligan could win. I'll ask you trivia questions, and all you have to do is watch Gilligan's Island Monday through Thursday at 5:05 Eastern on the Superstation to get the answer. You could win one of these terrific little color TVs. The grand prize is a 7-day Caribbean cruise.
The little color TVs, did you see that? It was like a stereo for a car.
No, I didn't see it.
Like,
wait, go.
Here, I'm gonna back it up. Right there, if I can get it to
Thursday at 5:05 Eastern on the Superstation to get the answer. You could win one of these terrific little.
There, look at that thing.
I don't see it.
Weird, but the thing is like.
Oh, now I see it. Okay.
Look at that thing.
Oh yeah, my parents had one. My parents had one like that. It was really long and skinny and had the stand.
Yeah, how crazy
black
is
and white.
It? Yeah, this was the color version. He's saying to us.
Color TVs.
I remember that TV. I really do.
Cruise. The Castaway Quiz starts September 15th. So tell all
Color
of your little
TV.
buddies about Gilligan's Island on Superstation.
Superstation WTBS. We got the
WTBS Superstation. Oh my gosh. Everybody had that when cable first came out. Yep.
Yep, and no longer it was popular, and now we don't see it as much.
Yeah, when cable came out, everybody had WTBS and of course WGN.
Let me get that back in, and we're gonna keep going. If I don't get back into full screen mode.
Island on Superstation WTBS.
Something good is coming up. Gonna get the biscuit down. Can't wait for Bisquick biscuits. Coming up cold and brown. Fluffy biscuit feeds your eyes. Something good is coming up. Good is coming up. When you get the biscuit down.
Yeah.
Biscuits just like
Ooh, I want it.
so good. Get the biscuit
Oh.
You gotta
Unless
have
you're on the keto diet.
Trust me, growing up, I always had Bisquick in the house.
Oh, you know it. Hell yeah. We all made all kinds. My mom made all kinds of different stuff with that. Not just the biscuits, but like different. Like we made. She made like these Cajun, these little Cajun like things. She would like take them and like spread them out, and then throw a little slit in the middle, and then like fry them. It'd be like these little fried biscuits, and just put some powdered sugar on there. Oh, it's good.
Yep, Bisquick is still going out strong with us. They're still around.
Yeah, we call them the little beignets, but we, in New Orleans.
Yep. So there is, it's a 3.5-star rating on the Betty Crocker site with 28 questions. Let's go over the reviews. Here we go. Here's some crazy 1-star reviews. And I just had a bad box too. My mom always used Bisquick for pancakes. I used it myself for years. These pancakes were horrible. What happened? Did you change the recipe?
Oh.
That is from March 25th of this year. That is from 2 days ago.
Oh.
From March 19th, 2023, early 2020, when the big pancake eater left the house, I regularly made really good pancakes with Bisquick. I always keep some around for various use other than the making biscuits. Scratch biscuits or canned have always been better. Now I can't even make a decent pancake with this stuff. It is nothing like the original mix. I made waffles with a new box a while back that were horrible. Then I made pancakes 2 days ago, just like I always have managed to choke them down. But from here on, I will not buy Bisquick. Those are some weird 1-star reviews.
Damn.
We got one couple more weird 1-star reviews. We have this person says, "If it hasn't changed, there's a bad biscuit out there." And Betty Crocker says this, "We are sorry to hear that. You were not able to enjoy this. This is not what we expect and would like to learn more about your experience. When you have a moment, please contact us using the Contact Us from link at the bottom of this site. Thank you." And then we have 2 more wacky, weird 1-star reviews. I agree. Bisquick has always been my favorite for biscuits. Bought a second box because I thought the first box was bad, even though it's not expired. Nope, still flat off taste and texture if you don't change your formula. Like you said, then something went wrong at your factory with these boxes. Yeah, switching brands until this is fixed. That lady's cold right there. That person's cold.
Oh, well, there's some news for you.
Yeah, here's another 1-star review. I was using up to the last of my large box of biscuits that I bought at Sam's Club. Okay, Sam's Club, let's see what they're up to. It tasted fine, just like the biscuit I always remember. Then I recently moved to Massachusetts and bought a smaller box in a local grocery store to make biscuits using the same 3 ingredients, the same brand of ingredients that I always use. These biscuits look odd, smelled weird, and didn't taste good. Big biscuits had a strange yellow hue to them and smelled like rancid oil and old rotten corn. They taste kind of sweet, as well as which isn't a taste profile I wanted with my biscuits and gravy recipe. I thought maybe there wasn't a regional difference in Bisquick until I came across this site. I will throw out the rest of this box and won't buy Bisquick again, even though I've been using it for about 50 years. The quality, consistency, and taste just isn't there, and it ruined our meal. In the future, I'll try the grocery store brand or make from scratch using healthier ingredients. Those are your crazy 1-star reviews on products that you see on commercials.
Yeah, you could go on forever. That's enough.
Yeah, no more. Yeah. We're going to get back into the commercials.
Yeah, because I got to get out of here right at 7.
Today's Duracell battery.
All right, we're going to do a couple more and then we'll be done.
Today's Duracell battery. It lasts up to 30% longer than the ones we made just 2 years ago. Duracell. No battery lasts longer.
Mama keeps yellow dandelion.
Mama keeps white
like the sunshine. Mama keeps blue, twinkling like a rising. Mama got the magic Clorox 2.
Clorox 2 all-fabric bleach does more than brighten whites. It removes stains and amplifies bright colors, brings colors back to life.
Mama keeps me looking like I'm brand new. Mama's got the magic. Mama's got the magic Clorox 2.
No little cinnamon gum freshens breath longer than Big Red.
Oh, we got the Big Red coming in. Run up to Big Red gum.
Oh, yeah. Don't you remember that?
Yeah. Do you remember the Talladega Nights one with Ricky Bobby? If you don't chew Big Red, then F you.
Yeah. Good call.
That was my favorite clip of the movie. If you don't chew Big Red, then F you.
Big Red. Big Red.
Big Red. Laugh a little longer.
I still love gum.
Longer with Big Red. That's Big Red freshness that's right through it. Goes fresh goes on.
Colonel Sanders.
Wow, you chew it.
Look at him. It's Colonel Sanders. It's Colonel Sanders in the vehicle with the little girl.
Is that his granddaughter?
Yeah.
Or call now they'd be like calling the cops.
Yeah. Hello.
He's molesting that little girl. While you chew it. a little longer. You know it.
Here's Lipton Tea Lover.
Yep. That is it, folks. Thank you so much. If you're watching this on YouTube, please check us out on No Filter. Bleacher Brothers has all kinds of shows from Joe Q to Bleacher Brothers Reports. We have The Last Call. We have Spring Training Action from Florida this tomorrow. Captain Ron Show. We have Rockin' Reese's Show. We have all kinds of shows that are Bleacher Brothers sport related. If you want to watch these shows back and watch them live here on No Filter, they are free. You can sign up on an account and join us in the chat, give us a hard time, and have a great time.
Give us a hard time.
We always encourage you to have some
fight
fun.
back, though.
Yeah, we will make you laugh, and I hope you guys enjoy tonight's episode of Retro Ads. This has been a Bleacher Brothers production.